today we're going to be reviewing graphing. Remember, this is our coordinate plane, and it is broken into 4 quadrants. They go counterclockwise, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The center point where our 2 axes meet is our origin. This is our x-axis. Remember, I've told you can remember your x-axis by thinking of a cartoon character. When he dies, he's laid out flat, right? And what is over his eyes? X's. So think of a cartoon character. I know it's morbid, but if he's dead, he's laying like this. So X is over his eyes. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Think of the y, the letter Y. This part of the Y is almost up and down, so it goes up and down. This is horizontal. This is vertical. We're going to graph an ordered pair. An XY coordinate or ordered pair is made up of an X and a Y. Your X tells you to go either right or left, and your Y tells you to go either up or down. You always start at the origin. So let's graph the point 1, 2. We start at the origin, and the 1 is positive, so it tells us to go to the right 1, and 2 is positive, so up 2. We graph a point. That is the point 1, 2. Let's graph the point -3, -2. Alright, you start at the origin, always start there. -3 tells us to go 3 left, so 1, 2, 3. And -2 tells us to go 2 down, so 1, 2. That is the point -3, -2. And it would also be helpful if we labeled the points like that's point A and that's point B. Alright, finally another thing we looked at with graphing this year was having figures graphed in a coordinate plane and figuring out things from the graph. So let's first start with our trapezoid. Let's see what we can figure out about this trapezoid. We could count up all the shapes and find the area, or we could use our formula and find out what our height and bases are. Remember, your bases are your parallel sides. So this base right here is 2 units. 1, 2. So base 1 is 2 units. This is also a base because it's a parallel side. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So base 2 is 4 units. Now, I don't see a height, but we know our height hits our base at a 90-degree angle. So this would be our height. That height is 1, 2, 3 units. Your height is 3 units. Now you have everything you need to plug it into your formula. Let's look at our triangle. With a triangle, remember, you need a base and a height. So how do we decide what's our base and what's our height? Well, your height hits your base at a 90-degree angle. So we know that this is our base. How long is that base? Well, it's 1, 2, 3 units. So your base is 3 units. And your height is going up and down. So your height is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Your height is 4 units. Sorry, my cell phone's going off. Don't pay it any mind. So we can use the base and the height to find out the area of that triangle. Now let's focus on our circle. With our circle, we know that this is our center. We really, if we were going to be finding an area, would want our radius of our circle. So let's look. Remember, radius is halfway across the circle. So from here to here, how far is it? Well, it's 1, 2 units. 1, 2 units. 1, 2, 1, 2. So your radius in this circle is 2 units. Now you don't need it for area, but if you wanted to, you could find your diameter. Remember, diameter goes all the way across the circle. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your diameter would be 4 units. And that does make sense because your radius, when you times it by 2, you should get your diameter.